Gemini, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-August 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get going immediately. We're going to get right down to business and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could test the energy out and see what's up for the lovely Geminis, my guides. Talk to me. What do we got for my friends? I hope you're all doing well. Let's see what's up for the guys. Talk to me. And yeah, we're just going to look at this first card super quick, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card with the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on in this time, which I always find very interesting. Let's get this first card out here, though. What do we got for Gemini? Please and thank you. The deck is being specific. There we go. It popped out real quick, fast. So we do have this time here. And this does show up for every sign from time to time. And you see that imagery. It's not mistakable whatsoever, but there's a lot of things that go into the construct of time. Now, before we start breaking that down, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the August subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, I would like you to locate the nearest tarot deck to you, flip through it and find the Ace of Swords, take that Ace of Swords and throw it like a javelin directly into the like button, and I greatly appreciate it, my friends. Into the reading we go. Enough of the plugs. You see this lady here. She's holding that hourglass. The sand is slipping through her hand. So we think of the construct of time, right? There's a lot of people that say, oh, time is a made-up construct. It doesn't mean anything, but it does affect us all in different ways. So you might be going through situations where time feels like it's dragging, right? Maybe some of you feel like time is slipping through your fingers, like, oh, where'd all the time go? Because it does happen like that. Sometimes things go very slow, sometimes things go fast. Some of you could even be waiting for something when this shows up. So just know that regardless of the cards that we have showing up here, the construct of time could be important to you, whether it's time elapsing or the movement of it when we have this card. So we're going to put her down right there with her fancy hourglass, and we're going to get you 3 tarot cards in the upright before we intuitively clarify. So let's get a good shuffle here for the lovely Geminis, my guides. I always say that first card doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. What do we got? So, last week's reading was definitely of a different flavor and variety. It was titled, They Have a Plan. Okay, now, if you're a longtime watcher of me, you know I try to keep the titles as simple as possible. I don't like to overconflate them. But a big theme we saw throughout the reading last week from front to back was that of strategy and planning. The weeks before that, big ending incoming, it's game over, so some of you could possibly be dealing with cycles ending. So we're going to see what we have this week. As I always say, energies are always fluid. You just take it how it hits for you, because this could be you or other people. What do we got? Thank you. Okay, we do have the moon, so there is some mystery here. There's some unseen, unexplainable energy showing up here as well. Could be a water sign even. Let's get 2 more. Thank you. 6 of Cups, memories. A lot of you could be doing a lot of reminiscing here. And I will say this, the fact that we have such strong water energy showing up, your emotions could be up and down, or powerful, strong emotions. Let's get 1 more going, then we'll really start to break this down. I could tell, Gemini, this is going to be an interesting one, whether it's your energy or that of others you're connected to. Let's get 1 more here. Yeah, there we go. Very specific. Okay, we do have the World card, and I want to say this, Gemini, the fact that we have 2 powerful, strong major arcana could be speaking about changes, could be speaking about cycles. These are strong, powerful archetypes. Now, let's go through them one by one. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get the juicy, intuitive stuff. So position number 1, we do have the moon. Interesting, we have the moon, we have the world, these planetary figures. So whenever I see a lot of planetary figures, I say there could be some importance in astrology, whether your interest in astrology or something with your personal alignments you might need to take a look at. But the moon in position number 1, this could represent a Pisces. Some people even say Cancer, Cancerian when this card shows up. It is an etheric card. It's a magical card. It's like psychic gifts, and it could speak of illusions and dreams. I like it generally, okay, but that's because I'm into things like that. But the moon can also speak about things that happen in the shadows, things that happen in the dark, the unexpected, the unknown. So this is going to be an important card for us. For some of you, there might be a lot of mystery surrounding certain situations or issues you're going through right now, or it could be something that pops up in coming days and weeks. Let's keep moving over, though. We got the 6 of Cups here. So double water energy, like I said, there could be a lot of emotions in this time. Up and down, up and down. The Six of Cups could represent a person that you have a long time connection with, right? Doesn't always have to be romantic. It could just be someone that you've known since childhood, a friend, a relative, family member. This is a card of memories. This is a card of reminiscing, thinking back. So a lot of you could be in that mode. It's a card of the past when I see it. It's also that of giving. I see the sixes, I think of giving in the tarot deck. So some of you might be trying to get some emotions off your chest, try to deal with them. It's going to be very interesting when we go to clarify these. But on the back end, we have one of the most in-depth tarot cards in the whole entire deck. And it's fitting for what we've been seeing for you in recent weeks. We have the World card. Now, of course, this could represent karmic situations. This could represent karmic cycles, the cycles of life. In the tarot deck, the World is the last of the major arcana, whereas the Fool is the beginning of the journey. This could be the ending of a journey. So we've been seeing that in recent weeks, possible cycles closing, cycles ending, various things, okay? Not every ending has to be a bad thing. The World, to me, aside from karma and cycles and things in general, aside from the power and the change, transformation it has, the World can also mean an interest in the world today. A lot of you could be looking at the world today and you're very bothered about it, very bothered about current events, what's happening here, what's happening there. This could even be someone you're connected to that is just like almost borderline obsessed with world events when we have this card. So there's a lot to talk about here, Gemini. There's a lot of themes, a lot of archetypes, and I want to dissect them further, so let's do that. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here for the lovely Geminis. My guides, talk to me. What do we got? And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on this moon. Pardon me. And also, if you read tarot yourself, that's why this box is here. Please feel free to play along. If you feel any messages from this spread that you want to give to Gemini, you could just drop it in the comments. I don't mind. Let's go in on this moon. What's up with this moon here? Thank you. Okay. We do have the Six of Wands in reverse, and that's not always bad. Also notice that we have repeating sixes showing up here. So you might want to look into the significance of repeating sixes. But usually this is a card of triumph, a card of victory. Something might have taken a turn for the worst unexpectedly. Or for some of you, I'm getting the vibe. I don't always feel like this is something that went wrong unexpectedly or mysteriously. For a portion of you, this could just be like a situation or an issue that popped up unexpectedly, right? You're going about your business, you're going about your day-to-day life, and then boom, this pops up, or boom, this tower goes off. It's like, whoa, where'd that come from? That's kind of the vibe I'm picking up here, okay? Now, the Six of Wands is one of the most positive cards in the deck, but the fact that it is in reverse, you're going to really want to try to keep your mind in an optimistic place. Don't fall into pessimism here. Okay, for some of you, it could just be a water sign you're having issues with, or a water sign you're connected to that's having a tough time. But I do feel there could be unexpected situations or issues cropping up in this time of various different kinds. So we're going to put that down. Okay, we don't need to go into that too much further. Just expect the unexpected, all right? We're going to go in on the Six of Cups. And I don't say that to be a fear monger or anything like that. I'm just telling you how it feels to me. So why is this Six of Cups here? Thank you. Sun, okay. Now we have like 3 planetary bodies here, Gemini. So all the stuff I was speaking about still persists. We have the sun, we have the moon, and we have the world, Earth. So lots of stuff linked into astrology here. Now, the sun is the most positive card in the whole entire tarot deck. For some of you, you might need to call on the assistance of somebody you have a lot of history with to help you see the brighter side of things. For some of you, thinking back on memories, thinking back on things you've done, and all these memories could help you moving forward, right? If you're going through a tough time, the reminiscing might not be a bad thing here. Think back on the good times, especially if you've gone through endings recently. That's what Spirit's saying here. Now, this is connected to Leo, like I was saying a little bit earlier, but it's positive. So I feel like it's one of 2 things, like I already said. Whether this is someone you have a lot of history with helping you move forward in a very positive way, or this is you thinking back on the good times, Okay, specifically if you're going through a tough time, specifically if unexpected situations and issues pop up, reminiscing, lessons from the past. These are all super important for some reason. So we're going to keep moving over to the world and see what's up. For some of you, it could just be a Leo that you have a lot of history with. It could be as simple and as complex as what you're going through right now. Okay, every Gemini is going through different things, but these are overarching themes and archetypes, okay? So let's go in on this world card. Let's see what's going on here. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. So why is the world here? Thank you. Hermit. Okay. Some of you might be connected to a Virgo. Tons of major arcana. Out of this whole spread, 4 of the 6 cards are major arcana. Now, the Hermit could be good, could be bad. A lot of you might be trying to like shield yourself from the negativity of the outside world, or there's things that are just affecting you. For a portion of you, this could be a time of healing that you're in as well. Like I said, the world itself, the card, the world, could speak of something ending, something closing. And with this Hermit, it's okay to regenerate. It's okay to recuperate. You could be in a big time of healing and processing in this time, and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, that's just what I'm feeling here. But another portion of you could be trying to insulate yourself from the outside world, all right? Like maybe not spending as much time on social media, not watching what's trending, not seeing what's on the news. Could be very beneficial for you. Some of you could just be in hermit mode. It's all good. I'm not judging. I don't necessarily feel like this is bad, okay? I mean, I'm a homebody myself. Like, I'm not out there all the time socializing and stuff. Let's go through and do a quick recap. But a lot of you could be in a time of healing, and that's okay, specifically with all the stuff we got going on here. So let's go through real quick, and always remember that this could be someone you're linked to. In position number 1, before we get into the shadow card, we have the moon with the 6 of wands in reverse. Like I said, to me, this felt like unexpected issues cropping up, unexpected situations where you're just going about your daily life, and then something pops up, and it's like, oh man, like how'd that even happen? Where'd that even come from? For a portion of you, you really want to make sure you don't slip into pessimism. Don't look at the darker side of things, because in the center, we have the 6 of Cups with the sun in the upright. Beautiful alignment here. Absolutely lovely. For a portion of you, if you don't have a link or history with a Leo, this is Spirit saying like, hey, someone you have history with, if you're going through a tough time, could help you cope, help you move forward. Okay, and the 6 of Cups could be anything going back to even past life connections as well. Another vibe here, the biggest vibe I feel like, is thinking back on the good times, thinking back on past memories, learning from the past to move you forward, which is nice. On the very back end here, we have the world with the hermit in the upright. A lot of you could be in a big time of healing right now, trying to insulate yourself from the world outside. Totally get it. For another portion of you, you know, I'm just going to leave that message very simplistic. I'm just going with my gut here. But a lot of you could just literally be in hermit mode. So Gemini, please take a screenshot of that. We're going to get you one shadow card. What's going on in the shadows for Gemini, please? Interesting reading this week. And I love the fact that we have the sun, the moon, and the world here. So you might want to check your transits, your astrological transits. So what's going on with Gemini, please? What's in the shadows? And we're using the Shadowland Tarot as usual. It's one of my favorite decks for shadow work. Okay, yeah, we have the 8 of Swords. Some of you might feel like your hands are tied with something. You might feel trapped even. This card is a card of imprisonment to me, similar to the 7 of Wands. Now, it is high-strung. It is anxious. A lot of you might need to get out of your head, get out of your mind in regards to something. Specifically with this in the shadows, watch out for self-limiting beliefs. Big time here. Overthinking could be treacherous in this time. Thinking something into the ground. Yes, we did see reminiscing here, but don't do that too much. But another portion of you could feel trapped or limited in some way. The beauty of this card is that you can free yourself, though. Nothing stays stagnant forever. Okay, so just watch the anxiety levels. Try to stay cool, calm, and collected if possible, and do a little meditation. But Gemini, that's what I have for you this week, my beautiful friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the August subscriber surprise. For the August subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot of Dreams. It's one of my favorites. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments which tarot suit you think is the most positive, whether it's cups, pentacles, swords, wands. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, I'll announce the winners in my community tab. As usual, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.